The President's house was demolished in 1832. A series of stores were built in this place, completed about 1833. And actually the last of those stores was not demolished until 1952, when the mall was created. So these high walls that you see, brick and stone walls with the red flags, those are the walls of those later 19th century buildings. Now the lower wall, or remnant foundations you see with the blue flags marking them, those are President's House period features. So you can actually see a little piece of one of the 19th century basement floor, that square there. We left that in. We had to remove it for most of the area to look for those earlier features. That's the foundation or footer of the foundation for a bow or bay window. It was stylish and it was very dramatic and dignified, befitting the president of a new nation. Washington, in this spot, was creating the presidency. You'll see a line of blue flags running all the way to the back of the excavation. That's the foundations for the kitchen that stood behind the president's house. On the other side, there's a really deep portion of the basement, which was probably a root cellar or cold cellar. You can see how deeply and massively that wall goes. That's a privy pit or well. We suspect it's probably a well, but we won't be certain until we begin excavation. There, that's almost certainly a privy. So they were a toilet, basically, but you got to remember, they used privies because it was before flush toilets, indoor plumbing, but it was also before city trash pickup. So you had to find a place to throw your own trash. It was pretty convenient to throw it down your privy, and many people did. That's the kind of thing archaeologists look for, changes in the soil color and texture. It's possible Washington had rats. Often rodents will carry artifacts down with them. It's fairly meticulous work at this point. They work with trowels and dustpans. They're taking the soil out of little pits that we've identified. There's soil's placed in the screen, and the hoses used to wash the loose soil through. And of course what's left are, well, rocks and pebbles, but hopefully also artifacts. You know what that is? Doesn't look like much. That's a little piece of wine bottle glass. That's the neck of a bottle, probably used for wine or brandy or that kind of thing. Handmade, these are hand blown. This is a period long before machine manufacture of bottles. Can you see that goldish iridescence? That's what's called a patina. That's not decoration. That's because this glass is lay in moist soil for a very long time. So it's actually begun to break down. And if left in the ground, a couple hundred years more, that process will continue until it crumbles away.